In this next section, we're going to create our food bank outreach project. This is going to be the main project and task, which is we're going to do most of the operations, donor reporting is all going to be out of this central project for our business. So back into our task account, I'm going to click Start Project. I'll call it Food Bank Outreach. I've given a description. Change the URL to something that's small and easy to share. This YouTube video is where you can talk about your food bank business and provide some form of presentation back to people that are viewing your project. I found a test YouTube food bank video that we can use here just for a demonstration. And then you can define which SDGs, which UN Sustainable Development Goals that you're supporting. Obviously, we're looking for zero hunger, and we'll add a few more. Finally, we have the question around project security / visibility. Typically in this instance we'd want a project where the team members are going to be invite only. This means that anyone can look at what we're doing in this project, but they're not allowed to get in there and do any of the activities. They need to be explicitly invited by you. Click Create New Project. I'd like to give our project an image, a background image, which we'll also see use for the project image inside the mobile app. Here's a possible image we could use. Obviously you choose what you want, you use images that align with your brand. And our food outreach project is now set up. Next I'm going to show you how we add a first task to the project, and we're going to make this task automatically publish out to our social media. Also, you might just notice that I've added a third exercise that we'll go through in this video, which is that we'll also add a personal task account to complete this outreach update task. So I'll do that in a minute. First, let's add a task, link it to our social media. Back on our project, click on Tasks, and on the right you'll see Create New Task. Add a title. Add some details as to what you'd like the person to do who's going to be completing this task. For task configuration options, we don't need to worry about verifying this task for the moment, but we'll look at verification later on. Everything else we'll leave as the defaults. Social network sharing. When this activity goes onto the timelines, we would like people to be able to share it out on their own social networks. And this is a key bit that I want to show you, which is let's automatically publish the activities that we're doing here to social networks. So to set this up, before I can, if I try to click yes, you'll notice that it automatically says, hold on a sec, you don't have any social networks connected, let's connect them. So I'll do that, I'll connect to Facebook. And it's asked me which page in my Facebook account I want to connect to, so I'll select Steve's test page. You can see that's now connected. I'll do the same with Twitter. Authorize Twitter. And that's authorized. Close the window and click yes again. You have the option of putting in a header or footer. That means that when we send this task information through to Facebook, we could put a call to action in the footer. For example, if we've got, we're trying to collect donations, we could ask people to visit our donation page. I'm not going to add anything here. Same with Twitter. We could be adding hashtags. I will add one. Let's add impact. And actually, let's add food banks. The final bit in building a task is what feedback do we want from the users? And for this is a very simple journaling activity we're going to be doing. That is, we're going to use this for updating donors, sponsors, anyone who's interested in what we're doing inside this this project. The update is going to be a text area. I'm going to add a multi-select and call it activity. This is so we can describe to people what activities it is that we're doing when we create this update and push it out to social media. I'll add a few which would be relevant to a food bank. Close that tab. Finally, I'm going to ask for images. I'll put a media limit of, say, 12 images maximum. So that's everything that we need to create this task. Click Save Task, and we can see now it's appeared on the list. If I needed to edit it, I just click it and it reappears. So that's the task set up and done. Next, we need to invite a team member in, which is going to be you, or in this case me, as I demo the system, to complete an activity.